Good morning, students. Let's continue chapter number 2 of science, microorganisms, friends and foe. For this video, our topic is food poisoning and food preservation. Now let's start with food poisoning. Food poisoning can also be called as food-borne illness, जो food की वजह से हमें illness होती है, which is caused by eating contaminated food. Contaminated food means the one which is spoiled, जो खराब हो चुका है. And what are the symptoms of food poisoning? The most common symptoms of food poisoning are watery diarrhea. Watery diarrhea means loose motions, you can say, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, fever, and in some cases headache also takes place. Now these are the symptoms which can last for 2 to 3 days in normal food poisoning. Now how does food poisoning occur? Food can be poisoned by microbes. Microorganism can poison the food. Poison means they release some toxic substances. कुछ poison release करते हैं अगर वो spoiled food के contact में आते हैं. Microbes produce toxic substances and thus poison or spoil the food. Consuming that spoiled food can make us ill. And if you consume that food which is already spoiled, you will become ill or you can be suffering from food poisoning. Therefore, it is very important to preserve food items so that microorganisms cannot grow and spoil them. Microbes just don't attack any food item. They just need a suitable environment to grow and survive. अगर उनको suitable environment मिल जाता है तो उस पे उनका growth start हो जाता है. Only then they can release toxic substances and thus spoil the food. अगर उनको suitable conditions मिल गए, they will start releasing the toxic substances and so the food is spoiled. Some factors which promote growth of microbes are moisture, warm temperature, etc. These are the main conditions which can promote the growth of microorganisms, like moisture condition, warm temperature. It's very hot nowadays. In summer time, we can't keep the food outside refrigerator for a longer time because warm temperature can spoil the food easily. Let us now talk about how we can preserve food to protect them from microbes. Now next our topic will be food preservation. Before that, you see one figure is given which will show you sources of contamination. What are the sources? How the food becomes contaminated? Like first is, you can see towards your right side, the arrow shows transfer of bacteria through our hands. If you do not keep your hands clean and you just consume the food with your dirty hands, microorganisms can be transferred. Then potentially hazardous food like these junk type of foods, cakes and non-veggies हैं या बाहर का कुछ भी खाते हैं, they are very hazardous foods. They react chemically and so you can be suffering from food poison. Then time and warmth allows bacteria to grow. Even if you keep the food for a longer time, it will become spoiled, and this will promote the growth of bacteria which can spoil the food. And if food is eaten, this will result into food poisoning. Yes, this figure, you just go through this. Now our next topic is food preservation. Why do we need to preserve food? As we just discussed, if food is not preserved, it will become contaminated, it will spoil, and this will lead to the conditions like food poisoning and some other illness. We need to preserve food because microorganisms that grow on food can sometimes produce toxic substances which are poisonous to us. Those toxic substances are poisonous for the human health. If we consume this spoiled food, we can become seriously ill or die. Hence, we need to preserve food from being spoiled. Now, there are some methods which we will discuss about food poisoning. Let's see. Oh, sorry, food preservation, not poisoning. For how to preserve food, some methods are given. Common methods of preserving food are: first is use of preservatives. What are preservatives? Preservatives are used in pickles, jams, and squashes to protect them from spoilage. While in pickles, jams, and squashes, specially preservatives are used because we have to keep them, we have to preserve them for a long time. लंबे समय तक हम उन्हें use करते हैं. Pickles mostly year around we use that pickles. Jams काफी 6-7 महीने तक एक bottle चलती है. स्क्वैशेस हैं, जो भी जूसेस होते हैं, पल्पी जूसेस होते हैं, उन्हें हम स्क्वैशेस कहते हैं. टू प्रोटेक्ट देम फ्रॉम गेटिंग स्पॉइल, वी यूज प्रिजर्वेटिव्स इन देम. Preservatives are common chemicals such as salts and edible oils. Edible oil और salts जो होते हैं वो बैक्टीरिया की ग्रोथ को प्रोहिबिट करते हैं, and even the oil that check the growth of microorganisms. In pickles we add salt or acid preservatives. Salts भी डालते हैं और acetic acid वगैरह होते हैं वो preservatives होते हैं. Two commonly used preservatives are sodium benzoate and sodium metabisulfate. ये दो कॉमन प्रिजर्वेटिव्स हैं, इनके नाम आपको याद रखने. दे आर मोस्टली यूज्ड इन जैम्स एंड स्क्वैशेस. नेक्स्ट इज यूज ऑफ कॉमन सॉल्ट. यू माइट बी नोइंग देन, आपने कई बार अपने मदर्स को देखा होगा कॉमन सॉल्ट काफी सारी चीजों में यूज करते हुए. लाइक मीट एंड फिश आर कवर्ड विद ड्राई सॉल्ट टू चेक द ग्रोथ ऑफ बैक्टीरिया. जो कि नॉन वेजिटेरियन फूड होते हैं, अगर लंबे समय तक उन्हें प्रिजर्व करना होता है तो उसमें सॉल्ट डाल के रखा जाता है. सॉल्ट इज ऑल्सो यूज टू प्रिजर्व टैमरिंड. टैमरिंड इमली को बोलते हैं. आंवला एंड रॉ मैंगोज एक्सेट्रा. रॉ मैंगोज का हम पिकल बनाते हैं जो आजकल आपके पेरेंट मदर्स बना रहे होंगे. नेक्स्ट इज यूज ऑफ शुगर in jams, jellies and squashes. Sugar is used as preservative. मीठे तो होते ही हैं, sugar यूज कर जाती है उनमें, and sugar also works as a preservative. Why? Because sugar reduces the moisture content. Moisture content को reduce करती है and hence inhibits the bacteria from growing and spoiling the food. और bacteria के growth को prohibit करती है. Next is use of oil and vinegar. Vinegar is actually the acetic acid. Oil and vinegar are added to pickles, fruits, vegetables, fish and meat as preservatives. ये भी एक preservatives की तरह यूज किए जाते हैं. अगर ऑयल लगा के रखेंगे पिकल्स में तो वो ज्यादा टाइम चलते हैं. बैक्टीरिया कैन नॉट सर्वाइव इन एनवायरमेंट विथ ऑयल एंड विनेगर, क्योंकि उनकी जो एरोमा होती है बहुत ही स्ट्रांग होती है, उसको बैक्टीरिया उसमें सर्वाइव नहीं कर पाते, इसलिए मोस्टली ऑयल एंड विनेगर यूज किया जाता है. Next is use of hot and cold treatments. Hot and cold treatments क्या है? Like boiling milk lasts longer as boiling kills many microorganisms. Boiling करते हैं दूध, आप देखते हैं कई सारी चीजें, पानी भी कहते हैं boil करके पीना चाहिए because boiling kills the microorganism. Refrigerating food preserves as low temperature inhibits the growth of microbes. रेफ्रिजरेटर में जो low temperature होता है, freezing points पे microorganisms grow नहीं कर सकते हैं. Now, pasteurization is the process by which milk is heated up to 70 degrees Celsius for 15 to 30 seconds and then chilled suddenly before storing it. एक प्रोसेस है पेस्चराइजेशन जिसमें मिल्क को 70 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे हीट किया जाता है फॉर 15 to 30 सेकेंड्स और उसको तुरंत ही चिल किया जाता है, उसको ठंडा करके फिर नहीं, तुरंत ही उसको चिल्ड करके स्टोर करते हैं. It prevents the growth of microbes. We can use pasteurized milk without boiling as it is free from harmful microbes. और डायरेक्टली आप वो pasteurized milk को यूज कर सकते हैं, उसको फिर बॉईल करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Pasteurization was discovered by Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur का नाम पहले भी वीडियोस में डिस्कस हो चुका है. He was the one who discovered the process of fermentation. Yeah, do you remember? He is also the one who discovered the process of pasteurization. Next is यूज ऑफ सील्ड एयर टाइट पैकेट्स. आजकल जो भी आप फूड्स मार्केट से खरीदते हैं मोस्टली सील्ड होते हैं और एयर टाइट पैकेट्स में होते हैं, बिकॉज अगर एयर नहीं होगा पैकेट्स में तो माइक्रोब्स का ग्रोथ नहीं होगा. एयर टाइट होते हैं मीन्स एयर की एंट्री नहीं हो सकती है उन पैकेट्स में, तो एयर नहीं जाएगा तो माइक्रोब्स भी ग्रो नहीं कर पाएंगे. Dry fruits and vegetables are sold in airtight packets as microbes cannot survive without air. And hence the food does not get spoiled in airtight packets. और foods जो है वो airtight packet में spoil नहीं होते हैं. So these are some methods of how to do preserve or how to preserve our food items on daily basis. These methods are commonly used in everywhere. In your houses, your parents, your mothers use these methods to preserve foods for longer time. And please just go through all these methods once again. So we have completed 2 topics in this video. Just one topic remains, nitrogen fixation and nitrogen cycle for our next video. Students, keep studying, stay safe. Thank you.